Our tip of the week today is adding landscape to rendering. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So when you add when you add landscape to renderings, you can do that in a number of ways. First, you can use 3D trees. Archicad has a number of 3D trees that you can use. They're not very realistic. You can kind of see here they use sort of triangulation of elements to create what looks like leaves. From a distance, they can look okay. As you get closer, they look very triangulated. And also it can also increase the time for doing renderings, because as you add trees in with these polygons in, it does increase the polygons in your project. Image-based trees can be a lot better and a lot more realistic, and that's part of what Archicad has internally. You can select these trees and then be able to show those in 2D and 3D. And in 3D, they are shown as images. If you rotate your model, you'll see the image from the side, which looks like an image, not a full 3D model, a full 3D tree. But if it's, but the nice thing about Archicad is that if you double click a view, it will automatically shift and rotate that tree to your 3D view. So you don't see it in this sort of side view, except for when you're rotating within the 3D model. You can also download trees off the internet from various sources. One of those is ArchiRadar, which is really great. You can bring them in, put them in the background, and they look really great for renderings and screen backgrounds. You can kind of see here. The 2D trees are not as good for BIMX interactive walkthroughs and animations. So that's where 3D trees are actually better, like you can kind of see here. And so if you go to ArchiRadar, you can download a bunch of trees. These are actually made very specifically for Archicad. So a lot of trees out there can be heavy. So this is one area that actually helps to reduce the polygon count, is by using these types of trees, because they're specifically developed for Archicad. And this is a good example of a project by DeForest Architects, where we brought these trees into a project that they were showing as a presentation. And you can see that they've downloaded these trees that are specific to the Pacific Northwest and specific to their area, and they look great within the project. And as I mentioned, you can also do transparent using the transparent background. We can begin to apply trees and plants and foliage using a variety of different techniques within Photoshop and other photo editing programs to create the sort of foliage that you need to see, the landscape you need to see as part of the project. You can also go and bring in clip art. This is a great resource. It's called HI Clip Art. And so you can actually go to this resource. You can download numerous types of really great ones that you can use in your photo editing process within Photoshop and others for post-processing. Bring these in, these look a lot more realistic and take a lot less time than trying to do something like this in Archicad. And that can be for plants as well as for trees. And also for people that you can bring in and use as well. Archicad's AI Visualizer, which was recently updated, also allows you to go and create alpha channel images now too. So you can go into the AI Visualizer, type in that you want a realistic photo of a man and woman sitting down on a bench looking at each other, or another one here, which is a realistic man and woman standing with view of their back looking at a building, or another one, a realistic rendering of a man in a business suit walking, holding a cell phone. So, in each of these cases, we just type this in, selected the option. You can see there on the bottom left corner, there's an option there for create alpha channel. If that's checked, then what it will do is just create an image for you, and then you can save that out, and you can use that in your rendering post-process. And of course, we can begin to layer onto the rendering all this information for cars and trucks and people and so forth into this to start to build this up and create a really nice final rendering with all the bits and pieces that you're going to add to that. And so that is our tip of the week today. Let's go ahead and get into Archicad and take a look.